The Algerian hostage crisis, David Cameron warns that the battle against terrorism in North Africa could last decades. Good evening. David Cameron has warned that the West faces a decades-long struggle against Islamist terrorism in North Africa. The Prime Minister has confirmed that 3 Britons died and another 3 are feared to have been killed in the hostage crisis which ended when Algerian special forces stormed a gas plant in the Sahara yesterday. Most of the kidnappers are thought to have been killed, but there are reports some were captured alive. 22 British hostages who survived the siege are now back home. Our diplomatic correspondent, James Robbins, has the latest. One of the British victims of the hostage crisis in Algeria has just been identified by the Foreign Office tonight. Well, the Algerian militants behind the siege claimed it was a response to France's military intervention in neighbouring Mali. There are currently around 2,000 French troops in the West African country trying to push back the Islamist rebels who now control the northern regions. Our Africa correspondent Andrew Harding has the latest from Mali. Let's talk now to our diplomatic correspondent James Robbins, who's here. The situation in Mali, James, highlights the complexity of the terrorist threat in the region. How difficult is it going to be to tackle that threat? James, thank you. James Robbins. 2 PhD students and a junior doctor have been named among the 4 climbers who were killed in an avalanche in Glencoe in the Highlands. 2 people survived. 1 is in a critical condition in hospital. The other escaped without injury. Tonight, he said, the group were experienced winter walkers and they all loved the mountains. The climbers who died had fallen about 1,000 feet and ended up in around 2 metres of snow, as Laura Bicker reports. The freezing conditions across much of the UK, which have affected travel over the past few days, are likely to cause further disruption. 300 flights were cancelled at Heathrow Airport today, others were diverted, and at least 1 in 10 flights will be grounded there tomorrow. The poor conditions will continue to disrupt the roads and the rail network too, as Louise Hubble reports. Let's get some sport now. For a full roundup of all the day's action, here's Ollie Foster from the BBC Sports Centre. Ollie. That's it from the newsroom here. Do stay with us, though. It's time for the BBC News wherever you are. Good night.